we were doing differentiation of implicit functions, and we have done sufficient number of problems. And today also we will do some 3-4 important miscellaneous problems in implicit functions, and then we will go to inverse trigonometric function. Next topic is actually differentiation of inverse trigonometric function, which we are going to take up after some 3-4 problems of implicit functions. Implicit function, there will be always one problem, and the question carries 3 marks, sometimes 2 marks. One question will be definite in implicit function, so you should be well aware of it. Now we shall try to solve 1 or 2 problems again on implicit function. Now you take find dy by dx. Take the problem. Find dy by dx if sin square x plus cos square y is equal to 2. Sin square x plus cos square y is equal to 2. Very important problem, and this problem has been given this year. In this year for 3 marks they are given this question. Now it is an implicit function because x is there, y is there, and k, f of xy is equal to k is an implicit function. Now you start differentiating with respect to x. Write the problem, then you say differentiate with respect to x. See here, it is a chain rule you have to apply. Sin square x. Sin square x means p square it is. Put sin x as p square. P square differentiation is 2p, that is 2 sin x into d by dx of sin x. When you differentiate this particular function, it is a chain rule. Function of a function, 2 functions are there. 2 sin x into differential coefficient of sin x, it is cos x, plus similarly here no question of writing dy by dx. Whenever you differentiate y variable, you have to put dy by dx. Next is 2, here cos y is p, 2 cos y into d by dy of cos y, that is minus sin y. Into, you should write dy by dx is equal to right side 0. I am going to explain again. This is a chain rule. This is a very important problem. This problem has been given this year. Now sin square x differentiation 2 sin x into differential coefficient of sin x, 2 cos y, because p square 2p into d by dx of that particular cos y minus sin y, into whenever you differentiate y variable, you should write dy by dx equal to 0, or it is 2 sin x cos x minus into plus minus 2 cos y sin y is equal to 0. Shift this term this side. Shift this term this side. dy by dx, I have not written dy by dx is equal to 0. Shift this particular term that side, that is minus 2 cos y sin y dy by dx is equal to, shift this one that side, minus 2 sin x cos x, or it is minus minus gone, 2 also if you want to cancel. Otherwise what you can do is 2 sin x cos x divided by 2 sin y cos y. 2 cos y sin y or sin y cos y, both are same. You can write cos y sin y or sin y cos y. Why I am not cancelling 2 is because 2 sin x cos x can be written as sin 2x, and this can be written as sin 2y. This is the answer. You may ask me, suppose if we don't write this step, if we keep it like this, marks will be given, because now you can cancel, if you want you can cancel 2 and you can write sin x cos x by sin y cos y. But normally when they ask you to prove this sin 2x sin 2y, then you should write. Otherwise you can keep like this also, answer cancelling 2. So very important problem. This year they have asked in examination. Okay, shall we go to the next problem? Nothing but x and y are involved. It is an implicit function. So write differentiate with respect to x. Now 2 into 1, differential coefficient of x is 1, plus 3 into y differential coefficient is 1, but immediately you should write dy by dx, because when you are differentiating in implicit function, you must write y. After differentiating y variable, you should write dy by dx is equal to tan x differentiation secant square x and minus y minus 1 into, you should write dy by dx. This is very important. Many students forget minus y 1 into dy by dx. Now shift dy by dx left side, the other terms that side. That is 3 into dy by dx plus dy by dx. Take this 3 dy by dx, shift this plus dy by dx equal to secant square x minus 2. Shift the other terms without dy by dx right side. Now it is dy by dx can be removed outside. 3 dy by dx, and that is 1 dy by dx. Yes, if you remove 3 dy by dx, it is 3 plus 1, or it is secant square x minus 2, or it is dy by dx into 4 is equal to secant square x minus 2, or it is dy by dx is equal to secant square x minus 2 by 4. This is the answer. Very important sum. Here you should take dy by dx one side and then differentiate, and the other term without dy by dx right side, and then get the answer. Dy by dx equal to secant square x minus 2 by 4. I hope all of you have understood. One more problem we will do on this, and then we will go to inverse trigonometric function. Take this an important problem. X square plus x square y plus xy square is equal to a square. This is an important problem. X square, differentiate x square plus x square y plus xy square equal to a square. Now it is an implicit function. Differentiate with respect to x. When you are differentiating x square, it is 2x. When you differentiate x square, it is 2x. Here it is very important. You have to adopt product rule. You have to go for product rule, because this is one function, this is another function. Very, very important. Don't directly write 2x into 1 dy by dx. It's wrong. You have to write, it is a product rule. You have to apply d by dx of uv is equal to u into dv by dx plus v into du by dx. That is x square into dy by dx of this is 1 into dy by dx, because you are differentiating y variable. Next y into 2x plus here also very important thing. Here again the product rule you have to apply. This is one function, this is another function. X into 2y dy by dx, that is 2y into y square is 2y into dy by dx plus y square into 1 right side 0. Now all dy by dx can be shifted on the left side. All dy by dx can be grouped one, and the other things you can bring it the other side. So y into 2x, here y square into 1. Now it is group this and this. X square dy by dx plus 2xy dy by dx is equal to, that side you shift, this is the term which are without dy by dx, minus 2x can be shifted, and this can be shifted, minus 2xy. This also you can shift it, because no dy by dx. Only the term containing dy by dx should be there on the left side. The all other terms independent of dy by dx should be taken right side. Now take out dy by dx outside. Dy by dx into x square plus 2xy is equal to minus 2x minus 2xy minus y square. Or it is dy by dx is equal to minus 2x minus 2xy minus y square divided by x square plus 2xy. This is x square plus 2xy. If you want, you can remove minus outside. Keep it 2x plus 2xy plus y square plus x by x square. Don't cancel this x, y or something like this. Don't exhibit your ignorance. Keep the answer as it is If you want, you can remove minus sign outside and keep the answer. So this is also one important problem, and we will take the last problem in implicit function. Then we shall move on to inverse trigonometric functions. You can take one more problem. Find dy by dx if e to the power of x plus e to the power of y is equal to e to the power of a. Suppose if they give like this, e to the power of x plus e to the power of y is equal to e to the power of a. And of course this problem is not there in your textbook, but problem is important for CET. CET and NEET examination, such things will be asked. All competitive examination they will ask this question. Now differentiate with respect to x, because this question they may not ask in board, but in CET they may ask e power x into differential quotient of e power x is e power x only, plus e power y. When you differentiate e to the power of y, e to the power of y into, this should be written as, whenever you are differentiating dy by dx, and right side what you will do, many students have seen writing a e to the power of a minus 1 or e to the power of a itself. So many things they write. This is a constant, this is constant, this is constant. Differentiation is 0. Now e to the power of y dy by dx is equal to minus e to the power of x, or it is dy by dx is equal to minus e to the power of x by e to the power of y, or minus e to the power of x minus y. You can shift it up, a to the power of m by a to the power of n, a to the power of m minus n. Whenever the bases are same, you can take it as x minus y, or you can leave it at this stage also, they will give you marks. But better if they asked in CET, they would have asked in this style, minus e to the power of x minus y. This finishes your differentiation of implicit functions. What we had done, we are doing it actually. Now we shall start a fresh topic, that is differentiation of inverse trigonometric function. So now any doubts are there in chain rule or in implicit function, please ask me when the college reopens. Any doubts are there? I hope no doubts are there, because I have done lot of problems. So many problems I have done. Your textbook has only 3-4 problems. I have done more than 50-60 problems I have done, worked out. So no doubts, but you have to practice. Mathematics is always practice, practice, practice. Otherwise it is very difficult. Very difficult to learn. It is like tapasya. Mathematics, if you want to acquire mathematics, what you should do is, you should go on practice, practice, practice. For 3 marks in this particular topic, differentiation of inverse trigonometric functions. Inverse, write down, trigonometric functions. Differentiation of inverse trigonometric functions. Very important topic. And this is actually, there is another topic called inverse trigonometric function itself, where you will get some 12-mark questions. That will be dealt by Mr. Revanna. Revanna sir, he will do it, inverse trigonometric function. But whatever is required for differentiation, I will tell you some of the important things in inverse trigonometric function. But there is a separate chapter, and Revanna, Mr. Revanna is going to deal with that, and he will explain all the concepts of inverse trigonometric function. But whatever is required for differentiation, I will tell you, and I will give you some of the important formula. What is inverse trigonometric function? Trigonometric function, you know, it is if y is equal to sin x, if y is equal to sin x, you can take down simply one or two things you can take it, but whatever is required for our differentiation I will tell you. There is a separate chapter which Revanna is going to deal at. Now y is equal to sin x. If y is equal to sin x, then x equal to sin inverse y. We write it as x equal to sin. If y is equal to sin inverse x, then x is equal to sin inverse y. We write subject to every inverse function, subject to their domain and range. Subject to their domain and range. Every inverse trigonometric function has got separate domain and range. Sin inverse x has separate domain and range. Cos inverse x has separate different domain and range. All these things will be given by Mr. Revanna. Now, whatever is required for us, I am going to tell. If y is equal to sin x, x is equal to sin inverse y is the inverse trigonometric function. Then x equal to sin inverse y is called inverse trigonometric function. It is called inverse trigonometric function. Write down, inverse trigonometric function. But this should not be confused. Sin inverse y is never equal to, because many students they think that sin inverse y is nothing but 1 by sin y. It is wrong. Please note, sin inverse y is not equal to. This means equals. If you write that, it is not equal to. So sin inverse y is not equal to 1 by sin y. Many students commit this mistake. Whenever it is sin inverse x, they write immediately 1 by sin x. It is wrong. So if y is equal to sin x, x is equal to sin inverse y is called inverse trigonometric. We call it as inverse trigonometric function. Apart from this, some 3-4 formulas you can take. Write down this formula, and this will be proved by Mr. Revanna. I told you. Sin inverse of, take down these things important. Sin inverse of sin x is x. Cos inverse of, that means inverse of that particular regular trigonometric function is nothing but x. Then tan inverse of tan x is x. Similarly, cosecant inverse of cosecant x is x. Please write down. Very important thing we require for our differentiation. Very important thing, please take down. And secant inverse x, secant x is also x. Then cot inverse cot x. Cot, important thing you should note. Sin inverse of sin x is x. Cos inverse of cos x is x. Tan inverse of tan x is x. Cosecant inverse of cosecant x is x. Secant inverse secant x is x. Cot inverse cot x. This the proof will be given by him. You know, and that itself is a problem. But you should know these things because we require for our differentiation of inverse trigonometric function. So now we shall try to arrive what is d by dx of sin inverse x. There are 6 inverse trigonometric function formula are there. D by dx of sin inverse x, d by dx of cos inverse x, and d by dx of tan inverse x, d by dx of cosecant inverse x, d by dx of secant inverse x, and d by dx of cot inverse x. So we have to derive all the 6 one by one. We shall derive the inverse trigonometric function differentiation. Very important for examination. They ask the derivation itself and sometimes problem on that. So derivation you should know, because after the derivation only you can know the formula. What is d by dx of sin inverse x? Let us take now inverse function sin inverse x. Let us find out the differentiation of sin inverse x. To be looked as sin inverse x. Don't write anything. It is sin inverse x. You should read it as sin inverse x. Now let y is equal to sin inverse x. I told you just now, I gave the definition. When y is equal to sin inverse x, what is x? Just now I told you, if x equal to sin y, then y is equal to sin inverse x, I said. So y is equal to sin inverse x in the Pradit Takshana. This implies x equal to sin y. Very important thing. Whenever you write y is equal to sin inverse x, x equal to sin y, y is equal to cos inverse x, and x equal to cos y, y is equal to tan inverse x andre x equal to tan y. Now x equal to sin y. Now it is an implicit function. X is there, y is there. Differentiate with respect to x. This you call it as 1. Equation number 1. Differentiate with respect to x. Left side, you understood, x equal to sin y. Now differentiate, x is 1. Sin y is cos y. Differentiation of sin y is cos y. Into you should write, because y differential you are doing it, into dy by dx, or dy by dx is equal to 1 by cos y. See, this is cos y dy by dx equal to 1, or dy by dx is equal to 1 by cos y. All of you understood? Again I will explain. Y is equal to sin inverse x. X equal to sin y by the definition of inverse trigonometric function. X equal to sin y. You are differentiating that x differentiation is 1, sin y differentiation is cos y into dy by dx. Now dy by dx is equal to 1 by cos y. Now what we should do? That is very important. You know the formula, sin square y plus cos square y is equal to 1. We know that sin square y plus cos square y is equal to 1. What is cos square y from this? Cos square y is equal to 1 minus sin square y. Shift that side. 1 minus sin square y. Or cos y is equal to square root of 1 minus sin square. You know this? Cos y, x square is 9, means x is equal to square root of 9. Like that, cos square y is equal to 1 minus sin square y. Cos y is equal to root of 1 minus sin square y. But what is sin y from one equation? It is x. Instead of sin square y, you can write cos y is equal to root of 1 minus x square from 1. How? Because sin square y, sin y is x. X equal to sin y from 1. So from 1 you can write cos y is equal to root of 1 minus x square. Now it is dy by dx is equal to 1 by cos y. Instead of cos y, you can write root of 1 minus x square. Or you can write d by dx of sin y, means sin y is sin inverse x. D by dx of sin inverse x is equal to 1 over root of 1 minus x square. Put a box. Very important thing. Put a box. Whenever they ask you to find out d by dx of sin inverse x, this is the thing. 90% they will ask the problem. Derivation they may not ask, but still we cannot take risk. We cannot take risk. So better you should also know the derivation, and of course problems should be asked. This also you should know. Y is equal to sin inverse x, x equal to sin y. Differentiate with respect to x. 1 sin y differentiation cos y dy by dx. Dy by dx equal to 1 by cos y. And you know this formula, sin square y plus cos square y is the basic formula. So cos y is root of 1 minus sin square y, but sin y is x, root of 1 minus x square. Now dy by dx is 1 by cos y. Instead of cos y, you put this root of 1 minus x square. D by dx of sin inverse x is equal to 1 over root of 1 minus x square. Very important. Put a box. Take down this, and I suppose you have taken down. Very important derivation, and you should mug up also. D by dx of sin inverse x is root of 1 minus x square. We should go for cos inverse x. Find out cos inverse x. Very important thing. We have to find out the differentiation of cos inverse x. Let y is equal to cos inverse x. And by the definition, I told you, by the definition of the inverse trigonometric function, x equal to cos y, call it as equation number 1, x equal to cos y. Now differentiate with respect to x. When you differentiate with respect to x, left side is 1, and cos y differentiation minus sin y into dy by dx, because you have to write y variable. When you are differentiating y variable, you should write dy by dx, or dy by dx is equal to minus 1 by sin y. It is minus 1, this should get shifted here, minus 1 by sin y. I suppose all of you have followed. X equal to cos y, then differentiate 1 is equal to minus sin y into dy by dx, or dy by dx is equal to minus 1 by sin y. Again use the same formula, sin square y plus cos square y is equal to 1, or sin square y is equal to, shift this one that side, 1 minus cos square y, or sin y is equal to square root of 1 minus cos square y, or it is square root of cos y is nothing but x, 1 minus x square from 1, because cos y is nothing but x from 1, you are putting x square there, root of 1 minus x square. Now it is dy by dx equal to minus 1 by, substitute there, minus 1 by, instead of sin y, you substitute this one, root of 1 minus x square, or you can write d by dx of y is cos inverse x. Cos inverse x is equal to minus 1 over root of 1 minus x. Put a box. Put a box there. D by dx of cos inverse x is equal to minus 1 over root of 1 minus x. You will see the difference between this and this. Same thing except for the sign. It is plus 1 over root of 1 minus x square. Here it is, see, minus 1 over cos inverse x is minus 1 over root of 1 minus x square. So only the, but for the sign, the two things are same. This is 1 over root of 1 minus x square. Cos inverse x is minus 1 over root of 1 minus x square. Now we shall go for tan inverse x. Suppose you have taken, you have copied all these things. I am going very slowly because this you have to learn and practice well. You know, lot of things to be covered, lot of things to be told, and your calculus forms 70% of your second PUC syllabus, a very very important syllabus, and this is the basis for your engineering class and all. If you are good at calculus, you can do your engineering mathematics very easily, because you have got 4 semesters in engineering mathematics. Many students fail miserably in engineering mathematics because they don't have the proper foundation in second PUC, but you are all very lucky to have a wonderful basis now for your engineering mathematics. I have seen students miserably not completing BE because the 4 semesters mathematics they cannot complete. So you should have a very strong background of second PUC. Now you take tan inverse x. We go for tan inverse x. Y is equal to tan inverse x. Now always you should keep, let y is equal to tan inverse x. And what is x from this? Call it as equation number 1. X is tan y. Now you start differentiating this. Differentiate with respect to x. X equal to tan y. Differentiate with respect to x. So left side 1. Then right side tan y differentiation is secant square y into dy by dx. You know differentiation of tan y. Secant square y into, whenever you are differentiating y variable, dy by dx. Now it is dy by dx is equal to 1 over secant square y. 1 by secant square y. Now you have to use another formula, 1 plus tan square y is equal to secant square y. So secant square y is 1 over tan, 1 plus tan square y is secant square y. Another basic formula, but tan y is x from 1. It is 1 plus x square. This is from 1. Because x is tan y, so you are putting 1 plus x square. Now it is dy by dx. Now dy by dx is equal to 1 over secant square y ಬರೆಯಕ್ಕೆ ಬದಲು you should write 1 plus x because secant square y is nothing but 1 plus x square 1 over 1 plus x square or d by dx of y is tan inverse x. Tan inverse x is equal to 1 over 1 plus d by dx of tan inverse x is 1 over 1 plus x square. Very, very important thing. I will explain again. Y is equal to tan inverse x, x equal to tan y, differentiate 1 and this is secant square y, 1 by secant square y, but 1 plus tan square y is secant square y and tan square y is x from 1. So it is 1 over secant square y 1 plus x square again d by dx of tan inverse x is 1 over 1 plus x square. Very important thing. Now we should take cot inverse x. We should take the differentiation of cot inverse x. Cot square y is equal to cosecant square y. Here it is cosecant square y you want and 1 plus cot y is x. So it is 1 plus x square is equal to cosecant square y. So cosecant square y is that much. Now dy by dx is equal to minus 1 by cosecant square y. You can substitute 1 plus x square, or it is d by dx of y is nothing but cot inverse x. D by dx of cot inverse x is equal to minus 1 over 1 plus x square. Very important. What is the difference between this and tan inverse x? Tan inverse x is simply 1 over 1 plus x square, but cot inverse x is minus 1 over 1 plus x square. That is cot inverse x. All these 6 trigonometric functions, inverse trigonometric function differentiation, you have to mother, and you should also know the derivations, how it has been derived. Now last two are left out, secant inverse x and cosecant inverse x. We shall do it now. Secant inverse x and cosecant inverse x. Equal to, first we shall go for secant inverse x. Y is equal to secant inverse x. What happens by the definition of inverse trigonometric function? Y is equal to secant inverse x. X will become secant y. So whenever y is equal to secant inverse x, x will become secant y. Now differentiate with respect to x. Left side is 1. Can you tell me what is the differentiation of secant y? It is secant y tan y into y variable you are doing into dy by dx, or it is dy by dx is equal to 1 by secant y tan y. Understood? You are differentiating, 1 is equal to secant y tan y dy by dx, and dy by dx is equal to 1 by secant y tan y. See, for secant y you can substitute directly x, but what is to be substituted for tan y is important. Secant y you can substitute. Now use another important formula. You know the formula, 1 plus tan square y is equal to secant square y, or tan square y is equal to secant square y minus 1, or tan y is equal to root of secant square y minus 1. But what is secant y? Secant y is x. It is root of x square minus 1. I will explain. Use the formula, 1 plus tan square y is equal to secant square y. Tan square y is equal to secant square y minus 1. Tan y is equal to square root of secant square y minus 1. And secant y from 1, this is from 1, is root of x square minus 1. Now it is dy by dx is equal to 1 over secant y. Secant y you can substitute x and tan y you can substitute. This is tan y. Tan y is root of x square minus 1. All of you understood? See, for this x straight away, and for this tan y we have derived root of x square minus 1. So you can write d by dx of secant inverse x is 1 over x root of x square minus 1. D by dx of secant inverse x is 1 over x root of x square minus 1. Here very important thing, secant by x go. ಇಲ್ಲಿ tan y we have to derive 1 plus tan square y secant square y root of secant square 1, that is root of x square minus 1. That is what we have done it. Very important, d by dx of secant inverse x is equal to 1 over x root of x square minus 1. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಮಾತಾಡೋದು ಜೋರಾಗಿ. Now we shall take cosecant inverse x. So we should derive cosecant inverse x. Y is equal to cosecant inverse x. What is x? X is equal to cosecant y. Y is equal to cosecant inverse x, and x is equal to cosecant y. Call it as equation number 1. Now differentiate with respect to x. When you differentiate with respect to x, left side is 1, d by dx of x is 1, and cosecant y is always, you know, whenever it starts with c, it is minus cosecant y cot y into dy by dx. You should not forget, when you are differentiating y variable, you should put dy by dx. Minus cosecant y cot y dy by dx, or dy by dx is equal to minus 1 by cosecant y cot y. Minus 1 by cosecant y cot y. See, cosecant y can substitute x, but you have to get what is to be substituted for cot y. Use the formula 1 plus cot square y is equal to cosecant square y. 1 plus cot square y is equal to cosecant square y, or cot square y is equal to cosecant square y minus 1, or cot y is equal to root of, so 1 plus cot square y is cosecant square y, cot square y is equal to cosecant square y minus 1, and cot y is equal to square root of cosecant square y minus 1. But you know what is that cosecant square y? Cosecant y is x square root of x square minus 1. Now it is, take this is from 1 actually, we are putting, because x is cosecant y from 1. Now it is dy by dx is equal to minus 1, very important, don't leave minus sign here. Minus 1 by cosecant y is x, and cot y is root of x square minus 1. Or it is d by dx of cot inverse x, y is cot inverse x, minus 1 over x square root of x square minus 1. What is the difference between this and this? Secant inverse x is plus 1 over x root of x square minus 1. Not cot inverse x, this is cosecant inverse. Write down separate correctly. It is cosecant inverse x. So differentiation of cosecant inverse x is minus 1 over x root of x square minus 1. Secant inverse x is 1 over x square root of x square minus 1. Now let us consolidate and write all the 6 differentiation of 6 inverse trigonometric function neatly in one box, because a very important thing you should know, and we are writing in a box, big box, where we are writing all 6 inverse trigonometric function differentiation. Now let us, afterwards we shall start doing problems. First we shall write all the 6 together. All the 6, make a very big box and write first one d by dx of sin inverse x, what we have derived just now, it is 1 over root of 1 minus x square. Second one, d by dx of cos inverse x is minus 1 over root of 1 minus x square. Third one, d by dx of tan inverse x is 1 over 1 plus x square. Fourth one, d by dx of cot inverse x is minus 1 over 1 plus x square. Fifth one, d by dx of secant inverse x, you can write. Secant inverse x is 1 over x root of square root of 1 minus square root of x square minus 1. Okay. Then sixth one, d by dx of cosecant inverse x is minus 1 over x square root of x square minus 1. Put a very big box. It's a very important box. You should know all trigonometric, inverse trigonometric functions, differentiation, sin inverse x 1 over root of 1 minus x square, cos c, only this is minus. Same thing. Here also tan inverse 1 over 1 plus x square, minus 1 over 1 plus x square, secant inverse x 1 over x root of x square minus 1, cosecant inverse x minus 1 over x root of x square minus 1. Don't copy this and take a small chip to the examination hall, you will be debarred. You should not do that. You should mug up. And okay, and you should not carry chip. Now it is, I will tell you one more thing also, very important, easy tips I will give you. Whenever it starts with C, it is minus. Whenever it starts with C, minus. Whenever it starts with C, minus. So cot, cos and cosecant will be minus. So very important thing you should know. This tip nobody will tell you. See, very important tip is whenever differentiation starts with C, C minus sign will come. C minus sign will come. This you must note. Now we shall try to do some problems. 2-3 problems today, and tomorrow we shall continue again the problems, inverse trigonometric functions problems. We shall do today some 2-3 problems. Okay. First one, differentiate this. Please copy this and put it in a box, and you should mug up. Every day you must go through this and you should mug up. The derivation also very important for examination, and problems also. Many times problems only they ask, but still derivation don't ignore. Now differentiate with respect to x. Okay. Sin inverse root x, very important. Sin inverse root x, differentiation. See, this question is very important because it has got two things. One is inverse trigonometric function. Second is function of a function. Chain rule is also there. There is a combination problem of chain rule as well as inverse trigonometric function. So take it as y. Y is equal to sin inverse x. Differentiate with respect to x. dy by dx is equal to 1 over, you know what is that sin inverse x? Differentiation is, this is x. This you can take it as x. So 1 over root of 1 minus x square. Instead of x, you should write root x whole square. Very important thing. 1 over root of, understood, root of 1 minus, why root x I am writing? Instead of x, it is root x whole square into chain rule d by dx of root x. Very important thing. It should d by dx of root x, or it is 1 over square root of 1 minus root x whole square, if this goes and this goes, it is x, into differential coefficient of 1 over root x is 1 by 2 root x. Answer is 1 by 2 root x into root of 1 minus 6. You can keep like this. 1 over 2 root x into 1 over root of 1 minus 6. Suppose the today problem, they will ask you tan inverse root x. x dash y tan inverse root x. Now when you do this, you have to go for this. Tan inverse ಏನಿದೆ ಅದು sin inverse ಇದ್ರೆ ಆ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು. Tan inverse ಇದ್ರೆ you have to go for this formula. All the formula you should mug up here and register in brain, not in the paper. You should register in brain. Now y is equal to tan inverse root x. Differentiate dy by dx is equal to what is the formula? 1 over 1 plus x square. Here it is 1 over 1 plus x square ಏನು ಬರೀತೀರಿ? x ಗೆ ಬದಲು ಏನು ಬರೀತೀರಿ? x ಗೆ ಬದಲು root x ಇದೆ into d by dx of root x. This is very important because chain rule into d by dx of root x, or it is 1 over 1 plus x, root x whole square is x into 1 by 2 root x, or it is 1 by 2 root x into 1 plus x. ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ, multiply ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ, keep the answer like that. Suppose if they ask you cos inverse, differentiate cos inverse 4x cube. Cos inverse 4x cube, again a combination of this, you have to use the inverse trigonometric function as well as chain rule. Now you write y is equal to cos inverse 4x cube. Now when you differentiate dy by dx is equal to minus 1 over, see, because cos inverse x, c starts from c, minus 1 over root of 1 minus x square, that is 4x cube whole square. Instead of x, 4x cube is there, 4x cube whole square into d by dx of 4x cube, or it is minus 1 over square root of 1 minus 4 square is 16, x cube square is x to the power of 6. You should note a to the power of n into a to the power of m is a to the power of mn, 3 into 2 6, 4 square 16 into d by dx of 4x cube, 4 into 3x square, x cube differentiation 3x square, answer is minus 12x square by root of 1 minus 16 x to the power of 6. One more we will do, and I will give you some problems, do it in the course. You take tan inverse, say tan inverse 2x square. Right. Now when you differentiate this, dy by dx equal to, you have to use this formula. Tan inverse x, you have to use this 1 over 1 plus x square. Instead of x, 2x square is there. So it is 2x square whole square into d by dx of, or it is 1 over 1 plus 4x to the power of 4, 2 square is 4, x square x to the power of 4 into 2 into 2x. Differential coefficient of x square is 2x. Answer is 4x by 1 plus 4x to the power of 4 is the. So that finishes today. We shall continue tomorrow. A lot of problems on inverse trigonometric function and differentiation of inverse trigonometric function by substitution. One question will be always asked by substitution also. So we shall take up tomorrow, and if we finish that, then we will take parametric differentiation of parametric functions. I will give you 2-3 problems. Please work out in the house. Differentiate with respect to x. One is sin inverse x 4x to the power of 4. First one. Second one, cot inverse 3x square. Third one, secant inverse root x. Do this much.